Audio Jungle.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Nick Exaharkis, and this is Breaking News, the only show on TV that reports the real news. Our top story today is something you all know of: climate change. What is it? Great question. I'll be glad to answer it. Climate change, simply put, is a change in the usual weather found in a place. Now, to understand climate change, you need to know what the greenhouse effect is. What is the greenhouse effect? Great question. I'm glad you asked. You see, the greenhouse effect is the warming of the earth that is a direct cause of the gases that are trapped in the atmosphere. Methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs for short, are all being released into the atmosphere. When these gases are being released into the atmosphere, they stay there and they don't let heat leave. Now let's talk effects, the big ones. One of the biggest effects of climate change is Earth's temperature is rising. As you can see from the map, Earth's temperature is rising every year. Higher than normal temperatures are shown in red, and lower than normal temperatures are shown in blue. All of these graphs predict Earth's temperature to go up and up every year. Another effect of climate change is the continuous melting of the Arctic sea ice. As you can see from the graph, Arctic sea ice hits its minimum at September, and that minimum is getting lower and lower every year. And these two effects combined lead us into our next one, which is sea level. Sea levels have been on the rise since 1870, and it is estimated that by 2100, sea levels will rise between 1 and 4 feet. Since it takes a longer time for oceans to respond to Earth's warmer environment, sea levels will continue to rise past 2100. We go live to Rick, who's going to show us an accurate representation of what it will look like if sea levels continue to rise. If the sea levels continue to rise, we'll be pretty wet. Just like this. Thanks, Rick, for that informative demonstration. Although meetings around the world have occurred to stop global warming, there is still more to be done if we want to avert this crisis. Obviously, these aren't the only effects. There's other ones. For example, droughts, more rainfall, crops withering, animals dying, and many, many more. Well, there you have it, folks. If climate change continues to occur, we are in for a lot of trouble in the future. We go live to Mick, who has some words to say before we end our show. Peter Clark, an Oregon State University paleoclimatologist, said it perfectly when he said, "The effects of climate change on the planet won't go away. It's like heating a pot of water on the stove. It doesn't boil for quite a while after the heat is turned on, but then it will continue to boil as long as the heat persists."